Is het zo?
Ja, ongeveer. Duizenden mensen wereldwijd, allemaal verschillende We Are Change chapters.
We don't understand anything.
Explaining a little bit about We Are Change.
You already know each other.
Yeah.
Virtually, actually, like.
Well, he's We Are Change Belgium. We're We Are Change Germany. So I guess we come together to develop We Are Change. But we did want to ask you some questions. We kind of missed you, but we heard your whole topic that you were speaking on. We just had a couple of minutes. I don't know what Gary was going to do.
Yeah, we're going to do a small interview, but if you want to record already, and we can do it.
Thank you.
Okay, exactly
Cool.
the same as what Mark is doing.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Sounds great. You can just get the.
I hope it's not going to rain now again.
Yes, I hope so too.
Well, we wanted to know just a few questions. The first one was basically, could you tell us who you are?
I am an aerospace engineer,
Okay.
and I work in Delft University. Of course, I'm not an expert on this topic,
Yeah.
but students keep asking questions about the chemtrails.
Okay.
And, in the beginning, you think it's not important, and then as soon as you start to dig into it, then you start to try to reason why they are there, why they are persistent, and why they are blinding patterns and stuff. Well, you can't give the answers, so you have to dig deeper.
Now, in your opinion, what are chemtrails?
Well, as I have to study this huge report, then although it's all circumstantial, there is no smoking gun, although a lot of the patents and a lot of the strategic documents suggest that the whole thing is designed to counteract global warming, to say the least. That could be beneficial to human, to mankind. But on the other hand, if they are doing it, or they are planning on doing it, then we would like to know what they are using for their substance that they are spraying on clouds or in the air, and how that affects our lives in the broadest sense, but of course especially the environment and our health. And I've been asking questions to our Minister of Transport, and well, he doesn't know about it, or at least he says he doesn't know about it. So he refers me to the meteorological institutes, and they don't know about it either. So I'm still not satisfied with the answers that I've got.
Now, some of the chemicals that have been found in these chemtrails, could you explain some of those chemicals that we know have been found in the chemtrails? Like you're saying, there is no smoking gun of them saying that this is in there, but some of the tests that have been taken and some of the results that they have found, could you kind of go into a little bit?
It's very difficult. If you want my professional opinion, I would have to look into all the reports and to see whether all these tests are being done properly and scientifically and unbiased. And I can't say anything about it. I haven't read all these reports. So
And may we ask, after the report that you've been studying to discuss at the symposium today, has your opinion about chemtrails changed in any way?
well, not about reading a report. That only is dealing with all the patents that are present and all the strategic documents, basically. There are some circumstantial reports that are dealing with toxins, but they are not that strong, in my opinion. The other lectures that have been given and the videos that are now being played are more concerning than the report itself. So there is lots more work to do for the community to really know what's going on. But I think that's coming out now. People are really becoming more and more concerned. So that's all.
People are really concerned right now.
My adagium is that we should talk about these things because they have too much influence on our daily lives, and we can all feel and see that. So I think that's necessary.
And we're very grateful for you to come and speak about the topic, because
I like,
you did participate in a very good way to create an open debate, at least in Belgium, and if we broadcast it live worldwide, a lot more people are going to discuss and debate about it. So we did. I really believe we did the right thing to invite you to come and speak about it.
That's good and it's necessary. So I hope so that this contribution is not only limited to the present day. But
No. This will be spread worldwide, and it's necessary for the information to go worldwide. Because a lot of people worldwide have these questions, and we do need experts, people who can really look into the matter on a scientific level, and really discuss it in an open way. But the whole government and the whole community around it are, in my opinion, very biased. They are very biased in letting the information out. They simply refuse open debates. We had the same problem by organizing our event in Ghent here at the university. Yeah. Well, you are also working for a university. So I do believe that an open debate, if you let both sides discuss their opinion, we are doing a good thing. But I was actually quite surprised to see that the Belgian university is actually trying to stop us and trying to prevent us from holding the symposium based on only a certain amount of student opinions who are biased as well, because they don't want
biased
to
or ignorant.
Biased.
More
biased than ignorant. Yes. And also, how do you look forward to going back to your work? Are you does the information that has been discussed today? Do you feel like it's going to be a topic that you will be discussing a lot more with the people around you in your scientific community?
Yes, probably yes, because I think I have to think over and over all these topics that have been discussed today, and maybe to look into it more deeply. Maybe also to figure out what people really know about it, if they are just ignorant and just knowing. Possibilities for doing research or for doing some tests, etc. Well, that would be helpful as well. As I suggested during the discussion afterwards, you can create a grid worldwide where people are connecting the observations of the phenomenon together with samples, testing of water and soil and stuff like that, and you become more and more aware.
Well,
and document.
I do believe the evidence is already there, but we need
There's
to
a lot of evidence.
But it needs to be documented and compiled together to be supportive.
Yeah, and if you can get some scientists related to this phenomenon, whether they be biological scientists or physicists or meteorologists, if you can have them aboard and to openly discuss it, even if it turns out in a year or so that it's all not true, that's okay, but then we know.
Yeah, then we know, and at least it's something we hope for. And everybody who does a little bit of research into chemtrails becomes very worried, and it's very hard to...
Yeah, it's quite concerning if you go into detail.
Exactly. How do you look back forward afterwards, after the symposium now? It's been a long day for everybody now, so how do you look?
But of course there are mostly people who already know about the phenomenon, so it is almost like everybody agrees with each other. I think that's not the best forum to become more aware of, to get further into the matter. You want to investigate more, then you also have to invite the skeptics, although they don't want to come probably.
Exactly, no, we've actually invited, we were recommended by the University of Ghent to seek for cooperation with the university, with experts themselves. And we've, as a Belfort group, we've tried to contact each and every one of them, and they've all replied that they are not interested to participate in any way. So even the finding of a person who wants to speak about a meteorological explanation that it's only water vapor, nobody wants to do that. So why doesn't anybody want to do it? If everybody says it's the exact reason.
You will probably find that all around the world. I think the question you should ask is whether young people are interested in the phenomenon. They are smart enough. They also go to universities and they can bring up the subject to their teachers. Maybe even doing some research, but at least I find more hope for the future generation than for the current scientific community, because they are largely unaware in the most positive way of the phenomenon, or all kinds of other reasons not to investigate.
But if I understand well, you also recommend everybody to investigate the phenomenon.
I always want to be open about everything. We do a lot of interesting lectures in Delft where we investigate everything that comes along. I mean, you cannot ignore the fact that people are debating this. Not just a few, but really hundreds of thousands all over the world. So you cannot ignore that fact. And if people are concerned, then I think governments and science communities should try, in the best possible way, to be open about the matter and to try and get this matter solved, at least as far as they can.
I want to thank you for the cooperation you've given in us because it's people who make the change.
Just being open about it.
Well, thank you for all the cooperation. Very kindly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.